Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath. We're going to start off by taking a look at Turbine. He pulled a bunch of science out of it. Took a little bit of damage, but there is also the possibility to pull some materials. I'm actually not going to. I'm going to have him grab this jalopy of a car. It has no health. I'm going to have it start making its way back to the colony. Zari is in this other really beat up car with a ton of stuff on board. She's also heading back to the colony. Roberts, where you at? Roberts is working on this mission, the medicine run, find the thieving bandits. I'm actually going to start sending him over this way. Bonnie is at the colony recovering. Baron is in a car. And we've got Defina finishing up a scouting mission over at Nyal. And also, yeah, they're heading over this way, actually. Because they are protecting a facility with 47 components aboard.
Attacking. Orders going in.
Get what's in there. We're going to go clear that one out really dang quick and head back to the colony. Last video, we also got our field hospital up and running. Let's go ahead and kick up the time. We have some new trade deals that are available, so let's immediately start with that. I want to work probably with Rackham, and note that I only have 4 societies unlocked. I believe there are 5 on the map, and I want to make sure that I'm upping my reputation with each of them. So we're going to start with Rackham. Rackham will actually take hunting rifles, or will give us hunting rifles, but we're going to trade them a bunch of medicine in the process. That's going to kick up our reputation by almost 100, and so they're giving us 9 hunting rifles. I could probably send them 9 hunting rifles also. So I'm not going to lose any hunting rifles out of this. I'm just building up my reputation with them by trading those 2 things over. They do have a van, and I can't afford it, but I'm not going to do that just yet. They've also got herbs, which are good to create herbal medicines. I don't want to pick that up just yet because I don't think I have that research done up specifically. Let's also see what Junkton is offering, because they have components, and components are kind of a thing. We need to know about that. We have a very good reputation with them. Components will actually get us 22, 29 basic clothing. I think I've got enough to send all of that away too. They've got metal, they've got electronics, cattle. Wheat would be very helpful, actually. We can process that into flour at a mill and then use that to make, I think, bread is something that we can get our hands on with that. I've also got crickets and waxworms. I don't plan on doing much with them, to be perfectly honest. I'm also going to send them all my radiation. I don't know. We're going to send them a little bit of coin right now, which is totally fine because we're sitting on about 4,000 or 3,700, excuse me, coin. So we'll go ahead and we're going to do that. What I also want to explore and take time back down to quote unquote normal for this. So here is my trade center. Can I build a second one? I can. A single worker can handle 1 favor at a time, assign more to do additional deals. So my thinking, I know, that's dangerous for Steve, is to make a second trade center. Put it somewhere where we may actually be able to put it to use. And so far, nothing's really coming up as like, hey, this is a good idea to put this thing here, except maybe out by this, but I've got my lightning rod of construction. I want to put some windmills down that way, so I'm not going to utilize that just yet. I think, though, that kind of putting a trade facility out this way, kind of by the cemetery, might, keyword, work. It's going to enable some more trading. Maybe I can do 4 trades at the same time. This is a bit of a gamble because I don't actually know. All right, there's no active deposits in this area, so we need to look at moving it out. There's a lot of pollution over here that I don't want to get my hands on. Ah, here we go. Here's some metal. Hey, here's some more metal. We'll go ahead and utilize that. So we've got some more metal scrap over here. We've got plenty to work with. And hopefully we're going to get a mechanic shop up and running so we can build more. Yeah, we can make more parts to kind of keep everything going. Advanced scrapper. We're going to go ahead and move your work area also over here. Yeah. That was odd. Storage here is at 100%. That's why I built up 2 more storages, so we can kind of utilize them a little bit more as well. I've got some toilets over here that I may actually expand out and make a big old thing with it. Could also put toilets down this way, kind of by the by our 2-story houses, our big neighborhood, one of the big neighborhoods. That's going up. Got another one going up over here. A little bit of water to keep myself hydrated. And I also need to get this radiator up and running. I built one of my first radiators in the last video. The ranch needs fixing up, but let me go ahead and take care of that here in just a moment. I want to put this transformer right there, actually. Actually, no. Hang on. I want to put the road back here behind these houses. Then I'll put the transformer back this way. Reason for that. There we go. Because this transformer is going to provide a pretty good radius for a lot of the houses, and another one, probably right about here, will connect most of the homes when I start to heat them.
The colonists are unhappy about the condition of the ranch.
The shoddy woodwork can make it easy for animals to get out of their stalls, and it's simply not safe to work there anymore. They want to improve it somehow. So, I can fix most of the glaring issues for 45 of my 2300 wood, or redo the structures for 50 of my 2300 wood and 45 of my 2500 metal. We'll do that, and wow, look at that, 40 happiness. Everyone liked that. Definitely need to start also working towards maybe making things that are a little more fun. You saw that my balance is very, very far off. So a movie theater does quite a bit, but I'm thinking another shrine is going to be the way to go. A brawl pit's nice, but I was talking about building a shrine in a previous video, and I was putting it right about here, and I'm actually going to have it pointing in toward the neighborhood instead of outbound like this one is. I kind of want people to head into the neighborhood and hit the shrine on their way home. Oh, sorry. That was weird. It kind of gave me that odd option that didn't make a ton of sense. All right, we have a new specialist. We have Tygon, who's a scout. He's always been the odd one out, going a bit deep on conspiracy theories for it to be endearing or funny. His rambling story of the old ones, spy drones, of subversive cat memes make little sense to anyone else, but the combination of alertness and paranoia make him an excellent explorer. His recovery is pretty bad. 20 health per 12 hours. His research is bad. His attack is very good. And the fact he can move pretty quick is nice, but we're absolutely going to utilize him as a settler. We'll confirm making him a settler. This area is still in conflict, but he's actually going to come right down here because you can see that both the rare metals and the clothing are in the same sector, so we're going to start sending them off this way. Defina has located another radar site. We found some sturdy clothing and also in a warehouse with some very, very hazardous materials on board. It would take 3 cycles for her to clear this out. She would take 45 damage. She will survive. So, just put that out there. Alright, Roberts is going to go ahead and finish up Medicine Run. Fingers crossed he does not die, because I actually do like him. He's got a very good scavenge and a very good attack.
What do we have here?
Okay, the bandit camp looks more like a makeshift pit stop than a proper settlement. It's eerily still. However, the scattered tents show no signs of movement and the place is completely silent. A hastily crafted stockpile is standing right at the edge of the camp, and a few bandit corpses are scattered around the tents. So, if we were a fighter, we could storm the camp. If we had a scientist, we could investigate the camp, but we could just search the stockpile. I'm going to retreat, and I'm going to grab Bonnie. Also get Scrappa here. He's picked up a couple of things. He is in relatively poor health at the moment, but I don't think there's anything else for him to go do right now. I could have him maybe make his way down here, meet up with this group, or I could probably have him return to the colony. Could probably get there a heck of a lot faster. Yeah, 6 cycles for him to return.
Yes.
Bonnie, I'm going to send to the world map, and I'm going to have her go investigate. We could send Amara as well, but if this is going to end up being a conflict,
What's up?
she's not going to get there in one shot, which is unfortunate. We'll send her in to storm the camp, and that'll happen when the next cycle happens in, I'd probably say, about 12 hours or so. Mass production almost completed. This is going to allow me to do automated extractors for all of these buildings. I'm still waiting on parts and components, so let's go ahead This is almost built. That's nice.
How may I help you?
Go ahead and do this and see if we can do some more trading as well. Give them 10 shotguns. They do have more chickens. They also have soybeans and sunflowers. Sunflowers will give us oil, and oil it can be for the processor or refinery to make us fuel. I'm not going to give up any fun boxes right now. I could probably spare a little bit of venison. We'll do 70 venison to give us a little bit of coin as well. Alright, so Little Anvil is operating. Did I just double up on that stuff? No, positive. Okay, let's go Dead Creek now. They want hunting rifles. I'll actually trade them back 7 hunting rifles because, again, I don't need that many. How many antibiotics do I have? I only have 36. And as much as that would be beneficial for me to send them some of my antibiotics, I don't think I should spare more than like 10. This is just to... Oh, wow. And of course I will trade them back 7 hunting rifles as well. We'll get some coin out of them for that. They have giggity parts available to me. I'm not going to take all of them, but we'll do that. So we're going to get some coin going with them. Alright. Hopefully those trades are actually going to be doing me a wealth of good in the meantime. I want to actually make...
We've made a new discovery.
Right, mass production is done. And the upgrade... Ah, there's the electronics need. Right there. Next to the parts. It'll take 25 electronics to get it operational. So this electronics factory, gut feeling, I'm going to need to build 2 more of them. 1 to produce components, and 1 to produce electronics, because I'm sitting on 62 electronics. It's actually pretty nice. But I do think that I would benefit more if I can get more of these up and running. So let me take a look at what's available for me. This area doesn't have a lot going for it, not gonna lie. But I do like the idea of building maybe electronics factory down here, or 2. Let's actually take a look at what this would accomplish for us. So if I built like, well, let's see, the problem though, is that it would interfere with the plans to build another large wind turbine here if I built an electronics factory here. Although, the lightning rod will protect the electronics factory, so 6 of one, half dozen the other, almost. Plastic deposit is depleted. Woo! That's nice. And you, what's your work area right now? Okay, you are actually going to be plenty busy for a while cleaning those deposits up. I do want to clear out this deposit back here and extend this road further back. A lot of pollution back here as well. Wait, hang on. Cancel construction on this. This guy is actually in range. He's fine.
We won the battle.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see.
Yes?
It'll take... Ooh. It'll take 3 cycles for her to clear this out, and she will take damage each time, which is okay. He will... Let's see. 4 cycles, losing 10 per. He'll lose a ton of health in the process, but how much would it take you to clear that? Way too long. You won't be able to do anything with that. Okay, I got a crazy idea for him.
Yes.
I'm gonna go here.
Your command? Found
We're gonna
something.
storm the camp now. Because we have a fighter. Walking into the camp without anyone getting in the way is suspiciously easy. Suddenly, a few bandits emerge from the tents, but they look far too weak to fight. Do what you want, one of them says, his voice trembling. It can't be worse than this. Whatever illness has ravaged these bandits, it has absolutely decimated them. It is a tough world, and they look to be beyond hope. They won't be needing the medicine, it is only just to get the medicine for those it belongs
Quest
to.
complete.
We got that one done. That's good. And Roberts is available to do some engagements. Do I have any areas that need some combat? We have out here with the Rippers. We got both our beat up cars arriving in 5. Everybody's coming back in 5 cycles, it looks like. So my thought is, let's send him back to heal up. And probably to start fixing up these cars. Okay, the recycler now has a spot right now to go ahead and do that. Knowing that I can upgrade this and get an auto extractor, it's wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. It goes from 12 power to 30 power in the process. How much? There's quite a bit in this deposit. I do like the idea of doing an auto extractor for the concrete. Very similar to the extractor in Surviving Mars, because this would give us, it would free up 2 people to get a bunch of materials. Let's go ahead and do the upgrade. Okay, it does take one of my structures offline, and it's also taking all of those materials offline. I'm not 100% okay with what I just authorized. Not gonna lie. Alright, so I'd put that there, and I was talking about doing another electronics factory. The electronics factory will not fit in there. Yep, it's just a skosh too small. That has to be moved 1 spot over, so maybe put the electronics factory on the other side? Or put it behind. That's another option for it too. Ooh, 15. Let's go ahead and get Roberts working on this guy. I'm going to get all of the vehicles fixed up. And we're going to put them to use. Got a lot of available housing. So let's go ahead and demo you. And build up another 2-story house.
There are survivors at the gate.
Good for them. Yeah, perfect. I do not have a lot of combat available, but we'll use them if we need to. The gate is fully staffed. Guard tower fully staffed.
A ragged bunch shuffles slowly
Jerky.
towards the gate.
It's 5 elders, 3 adults, and a kid. 4 of them are injured. We do have our field hospital operational too, so we could take these folks in right away. We actually have 4 occupants out of 6, so we'll go ahead and utilize them too. We have plenty of runners available at the moment, which is kind of telling me I need to probably put down some more fields. We are running at 0 fiber. I could use some entertainment right now. Yeah, wow, whoa. Minus 190? Okay, how much does a movie theater cost me again? 65 fun boxes, 50 components. I've got everything else. Honestly, it's those fun boxes that are kicking my ass right now. Let's go ahead and I'm going to prioritize you. Once we get those parts online, we should, keyword, be okay.
We've reached a milestone.
Hey, day 100.
All right.
Please return to the
Sounds good.
colony. So we could put Bonnie and Roberts into a vehicle and probably have them come down and assist in this area.
Shoot.
Can you pop out for a moment, please, and scout this guy?
Okay.
Thanks, sir. Alright. Did not want to forget about him. Okay, 2 more cycles, and we're going to get a lot more components. That's the big thing. Getting components, getting parts, and getting the engine, which I thought it had going pretty dang good last week. Get it just really humming along. Yeah, we're running into issues with clothes. So let's go ahead and... take a look at soil fertility for a second. Very good soil fertility back here. Fortunately, also back here in my neighborhood where I was planning on building some stuff. They'll be fine. I know where to go now. Can kind of build this way, and based on the soil fertility out here, if I kind of wait till this area, I should be in okay shape, which means I could probably put a factory down right here and not have too much of a problem. So I'm actually going to plan the factory. But pause right away. If we look at soil fertility, it's nice and it's in a good spot where I could probably do stuff on both sides. The scout tower is going to get demoed. And I know I have my irrigated fields where I can just plant these things wherever, but I do want to try to utilize the fertile soil if possible. I'm going to put her there. Hopefully, those rats that were eating the materials, we're able to do something with them. All of these folks that are available to do stuff, that's why I'm keeping an eye on that. We got plenty of meals available, and I do want to make my way up to that kitchen at some point. Maybe a medium field? Yeah. Alright. Up here, I'm probably going to switch over all of my flax production. I'm probably going to move all my flax production up here. Go ahead and create our team. This hatchback's got some move to it. So, we know that these 2 sectors have to be cleared out. And I do like the idea of maybe taking this vehicle, the abandoned station wagon, and utilizing them, because he has 65 health. Grot's going to be in bad shape by the time they get down here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to have him come down this way. Essentially, they'll come down here. She's going to be finishing up in a cycle and a half. He'll be finishing up in a cycle and a half. We're going to have him swap out cars. And the folks that are injured, take that car back up to get it fixed up back at the colony. Now that one's fixed. How much fuel am I sitting on right now? 124. Okay, we're in good shape. Pollution deposit is depleted. That's good. Pollution deposit being depleted is a very, very good thing. Still waiting on components for this guy, unfortunately. I'm going to cancel construction on him. And I'm going to pause construction on him. Rare metals are now done. Oops, sorry. Resources. Rare metals pretty much lets us put a magnetic separator, meaning metal, junk ore metals, and rare metals. Biofuel. It lets us transform the oil that we produced into fuel, which is good. However, I think the next place for me to go is the mess hall. It'll actually start producing meals. And we're going to go through irrigation in the process. We're going to do irrigation, which is going to be, I think, we can just put the fields in where we want. Protected crops or greenhouses. And then we're going to have chef training. I think that's the way we need to be going to get these things done. Now this place just needs parts, but I want to make sure that the mechanic shop gets up and running to make more parts for things. This is going to make sense soon. Alright, here we're going to make... So we have cabbage, too. Want to make sure we have that also. But this is all going to be flax production. I only want to be producing flax up here. And then once these areas are grown and harvested for the flax, I'm going to clear them out. I'm going to put in cabbages to give us more just straight food production. Hopefully by the time this whole switchover happens, I'll be making... I'll have my, what do you call it, done up. The thing. You know, the thing that I do with the whatchamacallit. A little more cabbages and I'll have my cookhouse up and running too. And I'm going to just max out folks on this because we have so many people who are available for me. Go ahead and we'll set up flax. I'm also going to head out over to here. I've got 6 adults. We'll take those survivors into the colony. Let's go. They're going to arrive, and that's going to give me more carriers. I have 21 children. Misread that. Yeah, she got that right. And we still have our surplus of water, which is good. If I have to do more, then so be it. If I'm not mistaken, I still have plenty of spots through which I can put down a water well. I could put one over here, maybe. Yeah, like right here. I can stick one down. In fact, I'm just going to order that one up right there. Just put that right behind it. This trade is really paying off. Good. We're getting more trade goods. That's increasing our reputation with them. Little anvil's way up there now. You got anything cool to trade me? Not yet? Alright. Soybeans also, it's something else we can be growing too in our colony. Colonists have been having nightmares. Well, I mean, they're probably imagining giant fields of flax where I'm just growing stuff to make clothing. Alright. They insist they mean something, these nightmares. Let's see what's going on.
A recently arrived survivor has been plagued by nightmares.
He says he's been having dreams of a ghost town that he passed by to get here. All the inhabitants had perished, and he took a few heirlooms with him as a souvenir. Now, however, he's convinced he's haunted by these artifacts and asks a small party to be sent out to return the memorabilia back to the town. He insists the spirits can only be calmed this way. There are dark circles around his eyes, and he looks to be on the verge of collapsing from exhaustion. Let's go ahead and appease these restless spirits. The man's plea is taken into account, and eventually the colony agrees to send a small party to the town. The man joins them, and as they reach the ghost town, everyone's hair stands on end. The remains of people look like they were in the middle of an everyday life when things suddenly fell apart. Not even vultures circle the town anymore. The man places the things he stole in a pile and pays his respects. On the way back, the group finds a small stash of supplies and takes it with them. The man's condition seems to improve, and he begins sleeping normally again, visibly relieved he could get the weight off his shoulders. We receive 15 fiber and 12 parts for helping return these items to the ghost town. Kind of spooky. That was nice. Alright. We got the mechanic shop coming up and running here in just a moment. Yeah, we're pausing that. That's on pause, and I'm going to get that lightning rod reconfigured. So I do want to get this back up and running too. Yeah, we have parts for this, which is good. Well, air quotes, parts. Hey, Amara, can you hook me up here? Alright, cool. We're going to start using some of the junk, plenty of junk. We have 2,000 junk on us. We need to start utilizing that stuff for good. Now, metal extractor. I believe we have to use an automated one before we can get the rare metals. Let's see. Yeah, I think we have to do it that way. But I want to get the concrete auto extractor up and running first, and hopefully we're going to get enough of these materials going as well. Well, is he though? Yeah, I thought so. Right, got another well that's going to be built up. Let's go ahead and send them more over to that. There we go. We're now producing parts. We got another house built down here, which is very important to me. And probably going to get rid of the boosted burner here. And again, the buildings are idle when they're not being used for disasters, like in this situation, so that's good. Note that this forester is doing a great thing. Got a milestone for future investing. Traded 25 times with the society. Now we need to trade a seed from a society to get seedy business. We have 18 of the 23. And yes, my difficulty's at 50%. I'm not going all balls to the wall with this. Dust to dust, a native colonist dies of old age. I haven't gotten to that one yet. Science fair, unlock 100 technologies. Road to 100, we got that one today too. Surviving 100 days. New dawn, completing project tomorrow. And yeah, by the way, project tomorrow, this has been like the big thing that we need to do. Yeah, I mean, I could start it at any time. Maybe start it at the end of the week. I don't know. Just haven't really given it too much thought, to be honest. We're waiting on materials for this, which is fine. I actually do want to make sure this lightning rod is constructed, so in case... Well, pretty much I want to make sure this is up and running to protect the buildings around it, and then build this up, and then build another wind turbine up to make sure I've got plenty of power production. I'm actually running at a deficit right now, and I think the panels are put away. So, actually not able to do that. Defina is done.
Mission complete.
All right, 62 things we have available right now. And thankfully there's a car that has arrived. All right, is you done too? Awesome. That's what I needed.
All done.
Perfect. All right.
Yes.
Huh?
And pop you out. Pop you in. Oh, it can only go that far. Dang it.
How may I help you?
Can you get to the car? Nope. Next cycle. That's fine.
New vehicle found.
Ooh. An abandoned van. And it is in good shape. Alright, we have a jetliner crash site. We have a military camp. We have a nuclear power plant down here. There's a lot of science down here. We've got the museum here. It would take him 3 cycles to clear that, or I could send him to scout another sector. He's got good science. No, wait, he doesn't. He has good scavenge.
Yes?
Sorry, she has bad scavenge. Bugger. Okay, I have got like the wrong folks down here for this. It'll take him 2 cycles to clear that out. You're on your way.
Ready. Not going to happen.
There we go. I wanted to make her way down here so she and Baron can kind of run the game together. Karat and Defina are going to head back to the colony. They're going to get healed back up, and they're going to come back out this way. There's a lot of stuff south of the colony that still need to be scavenged. And look at how many materials are going to be joining the colony in the next video. 66 iodine tablets, 35 antibiotics, 36 rare metals, 17 hunting rifles, 29 clothing. All coming back from this sector up here. And note, there's still materials up here. There's superior tools that need to be scavenged out of here. There's 48 fuel up here, and there's also some medicine. A couple more sectors need to get scanned out. There is plenty for my folks to do going into the second 100 days of this colony. I've got plenty of folks right now And I think that I can do some more stuff to make them happy. It's kind of the main thing, is that I don't have a lot for them to do. That's going to be the main thing, and hopefully the shrine will get built up soon, because that's kind of what's kicking my ass. Alright, let's go ahead and get the other vehicle going. I want both those vehicles fixed and ready to go sooner rather than later. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.